Hello and welcome to all you Virgos. This is the monthly horoscope for November for the Virgos of November 2021. If you have an ascendant in Virgo or if you have the sun and to a lesser extent the moon in Virgo. So what a social month this is going to be for the Virgos, and it's a shift that we are sensing because it's eclipse time. And the eclipses are, although we had eclipses in Gemini and Sagittarius, and they're still in December going to be the last one in Sagittarius. So it's a wrapping up of that cycle. Already a new one is starting in November with the eclipse happening in 27 degrees of a partial lunar eclipse, 27 degrees of Taurus. And Taurus is a fellow earth sign. So you already hear me coming. This is good news, right? It really is. It really is. First and foremost, because this eclipse family, it belongs to the Saros cycle, 5 South, and that's a very positive one. For a change. It's an eclipse that has to do with joyfulness, happiness, and very light energy. So and it's in Taurus, and that is your 9th house. Again, it's a fellow earth sign, so that is so amazingly good energy flow. And so also the eclipses that are going to happen for the whole of 2022 will be easier for you, because when the eclipses happened in a fellow mutable sign of Sagittarius and Gemini, it was a bit harsher, especially with Neptune there. But anyways, it's going to be more grounding for you, and you like that, as a true Virgo. Of course, there are always exceptions, but normally a Virgo likes stability. And I can relate to that very much, being a Virgo myself. The sun in Virgo, that is, and a couple of other planets. But anyway, this is not about me, right? Not about me, it's about you. And you are going into a time of more, those eclipses that are happening, by the way, this one is happening on the 19th of November. You feel it the whole month. It's a very mental one because this eclipse is happening in the mental house of the 9th house. It's the moon and the North Node together. So the North Node shows future growth, and the moon is about what you are attached to. So there are going to come new attachments in November that are related to 9th house stuff, which is connection with the divine, or with nature, or with, your higher self, if you don't believe in God, or connection with maybe different cultures. Maybe you're going to travel a little bit more, and to faraway countries and to new countries that you've never been before, the North Node there. And also studying. Don't we Virgos love to study? It doesn't matter how old we are always gonna love studying. So there's something there around the midst of November that shows that either you're gonna do a new study or you are going to be the coach and the teacher. That's the North Node in the 9th house. You could become a teacher. And it's a sneak preview, so you could be saying, but Veerle, nothing is happening. But it's already just the beginning of it that becomes very clear because it's a full moon. Things become very obvious during the full moons. It's things that are becoming clear for you. So it's opening up for you. It's but in a very earthly way, it's in Taurus. It's very real. It's very earthly. It's although this is a very metaphysical house, Taurus is very real. So you want to make it real. I always try, me being a Virgo and having, of course, I'm not having a Virgo rising, so it's not my ascendant, but from my sun sign, this is also my 9th house. And I want to make astrology very practical, very down to earth, not too much blah, blah, making these videos not too long, not too over dramatize this. And that is what is going to happen to you as well during the month of November. You are going to have there's a new way of seeing the world, and that is that is strong, and that is very founded, and grounded, I wanted to say. Now, whilst all this is going on, Mars is in your 3rd house. So around that eclipse and full moon, there is a lot of Uranian energy there. And of course, Uranus is also in Taurus and trines your energy. So And you're going to have what we call in astrology a grand trine with Venus as well in a fellow earth sign of Taurus. So you're going to feel this Uranian energy in a more positive way than others would do. And during that eclipse time, a lot of Uranian energy, because Mars opposes Uranus, Venus trines Uranus, and that is the newness. But for you, this newness, again, is in the way that you think, but also in the way that you express yourself. And that is the beauty of this month, where you're going to have Venus in Capricorn. And it's going to be very important for the upcoming months, because we're going to have a Venus retrograde, and it's going to touch Pluto many, many times. So it's a transformation that is happening where Venus is transiting. So the transformation that we all gonna experience for you is in the 5th house. Could be certain things like, first of all, it could be if you have children, your children could go through a transformation. It's quite a beautiful one, by the way, because it's Venus in Capricorn, and it's quite gentle, that it's going to occur for you. And of course, because Venus is going to make lots of trines to your sign and also to Uranus, this is a transformation that goes easy. You know, mostly transformations, it's about a breaking down of the old and the new. This is not so easy to do. But you're actually the sign where it is the easiest because of this big trine. So enjoy it. And so, for instance, if you have had a child that had to go through some difficult time, this shows a better time for them, a transformational time for them. You're getting along way better with them. That's nice. And that's also very real. Or on another level, when you want to meet someone new and when you are single, woo, this is very beautiful energy. And although I know they say Venus retrograde is bad but I'm going to delve deep into that next month and so on. From my experience, a Venus retrograde is reassessing. And there's nothing wrong with reassessing, and which is very common when people get to know someone, right? They get to know someone and then, you know, first they have an opinion of people. And then it turns out to be that it's a bit different because you get to know people, which is a very normal cycle. But for you, this is very gentle, again, because of all these trines happening. So if you're meeting someone new round and about the 18th of the month, this is quite significant. It's gonna transform you. Whether this is a connection of a month or a lifetime, it's gonna transform you for sure. It's gonna make you a different person. And it shows that it's needed, right? That's on 11 degrees of Capricorn. So if you have planets around 11 degrees of Virgo, you will feel it very, very strongly. It's going into its shadow period already in November time. That's why I'm mentioning it. But it's also when you're having projects, that creative projects, or launching your own business, or thinking about it, how to do this. This is very significant energy. Also, new hobbies, maybe a hobby that you've been doing in the past that you're going to take up again, but will be more for next year. But you're thinking about it, you're making already some arrangements for that. It's a really good energy. You're going to have fun in November. You're going to have fun, so much fun with Venus there, trining the whole. This is a very social energy as well. And I know Virgos, they are told to be like shy and all of that. You're not going to be that shy during the month of November. You're going to get along quite well with people. Watch your mouth though, because that can be a bit sharper with Mars in your 3rd house, especially around the 18th, 17th, 18th, 19th. So you could be really saying your truth and then you know, you're going to have to take the consequences of that. But other than that, it's quite an enjoyable month for the Virgos. I really like it. And thank you so much for watching, and see you next month. Bye-bye.